Hello again from my front porch. Today is a big day because finally, after months of teasing you and hinting about things going on, I can report to you that as of this morning, as of today, my job title at work officially changes. I am now the Talent Development Manager at Waldinger. Now, you may be saying, well, Paul, you were the Corporate Training Manager before. What's the difference? I'm glad you asked because I love talking about this. Now, as training manager, my main function was to develop and to deliver training in support of whatever various areas. But we had chosen project managers as the training people to become project managers as the main initial focus. That was a key bottleneck area that the company was struggling with as the company was seeking to grow exponentially in a very short period of time. We identified that training individuals to become top, well, not even top quality, even competent project managers, competent enough to be able to take over a project worth of $2 or $3 million, which sounds like a lot of money. I know it is a lot of money, but the nature of the projects that my company does, and especially as part of their growth plan, they all needed to be projects that were like tens, even hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what we need to be taking on. And so the ones that are $1 or $2 or $3 million, those are actually considered more medium level projects. But so we wanted to make sure we had project managers that could step into those roles fairly quickly. Well, the problem is that it was taking way too long to get them there, and so we needed to speed that process up without sacrificing quality, and that's where I came in. That's where they brought me in, and I put together this structured on-the-job training program that really has caught on extremely well, is being incredibly well received by everybody, and now as a result of that success, as you know, ATD has me writing a book on it. They've had me write a couple of articles for TD Magazine, which I believe the first one should be in the next month's issue here in July, and the second one that I just submitted, I got confirmation that it's going to be the lead feature article in the September issue of TD Magazine. That's really cool and exciting. But anyway, so doing all that stuff, but my company now wants me to develop these programs for other parts of our company too, for other roles other than project managers. So that is now going to be my focus. I'm not going to be developing training. I'm not going to be delivering training. I might still on occasion just because I like doing it. But that is no longer going to be my focus. My focus is going to be on developing more of these learning frameworks, built around structure on the job training, but other, there might be other aspects to them as well. But building these programs to support various other roles throughout our company, both the Waldinger construction side and the TWC services side, which is more down in the southeastern United States. So I'm going to be potentially getting a lot more traveling, doing a lot more stuff, working with a lot more different people than I've been working with the last couple of years, and I'm very, very excited about it. Sherry Estes, the person that we hired to basically take over my current existing role, she's been there about a month now, but she's catching on well. She's a quick learner, and in fact, today's her birthday. Woo! So I'm going to have to tell her happy birthday when I get there. But she's catching on well, so she's able to start stepping into that, which means I can start transitioning now to my new role. Hence the reason my new role kicks in now, and it is a promotion, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's not just a lateral move. It is a step up because of the nature of what I'm going to be doing and the type of leaders I'm going to be working with throughout the organization. So I'm very excited about this. This is going to be a bold new world to step into. So yeah, it'll be kind of like, it kind of makes me feel like an astronaut. One small step for Paul, one giant step for structured on the job training at Waldinger. I don't know. But speaking of astronauts, I do have to get going to work here. We've got a guest speaker coming in today, an outside instructor who's teaching a 3-hour workshop on reading, drawings, and specs. I know you're thinking that sounds exciting and you wish you were there. But we got a bunch of people going to be participating here in Des Moines, and then we've got people from 5 other locations joining remotely, which we've done before. We've done web-based training things, but this one, because the nature of all the plans and the nature of the instructor and all this kind of stuff, we have to come up with some some other camera options to be able to film things differently, to do some wireless miking options and feed those in through the system, to make sure that we're managing all of the pieces of this. So Sherry's actually been running the camera, with the main camera from our end, and I'm going to be the host of the meeting, which means I'm going to be running the controls at the computer to make sure we're switching between cameras, that we're keeping tabs on questions that are being asked from other remote locations, to make sure the right documents are visible on the screen at any given point in time, keeping track of all the logistics and making sure the meeting keeps moving forward, all those kind of things. And as we were doing the dry run yesterday, I commented that sitting there doing all that stuff kind of felt like I was sitting at mission control trying to help one of the Apollo missions land on the moon. So it's ironic that I make the moon reference. So apparently I'm just out of this world. Oh, that was bad even for me. Oh. Well, what do you expect? There was a storm blew through town last night here, some heavy rain, and in fact, we have another one moving in right here. I showed you how it was all nice and sunny the last time we were out. Let me show you here real quick what it looks like outside now. Now, out here, not so bad, but take a gander back up that way. You can't. It doesn't quite look quite as well on the video here, but see, yeah, those clouds are looking icky. So I think, in fact, it's starting to sprinkle too. So another reason I need to get going, so I can try to get into my car before it's a downpour. So I'm going to get going, and I hope that you have a good day. I know I'm going to have an exciting day. I've got some stress and anxiety with this big event coming up today, making sure all the parts run. But it's such a cool day to be able to step into my new role and be able to be public about it. I am excited about where this is going to go, and I'm sure you're going to hear more about stuff too. So with that, I'll let you go, and I will see you next time from my front porch.